Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back with a whole slew of new small animal meat recipes for you and your family to enjoy in Project Zomboid. And before you ask, yes, small animal meat is code for rat. I made a giant pot of rat stew, and you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of this rat stew at all. In fact, not only am I not ashamed of it, I embrace it. I'm going full Martha Stewart on this bowl of rat stew because this shit needs to be shared with the world. This is the apocalypse, people. It's time to buck up and face facts. The days of warming your insides with the fresh flame-broiled beef, those days are gone. From now on, your daily protein needs will be satisfied almost exclusively by rats, roaches, and fungus. But, just because the reality is grim doesn't mean it needs to taste that way. With just a few simple apocalypse-ready additions, in this case broccoli and avocado, you can turn that dead rat you found at the bottom of an old cupboard into a mouth-watering taste sensation for the whole family. So stay tuned because Perfidious Pete's Apocalypse Living is about to start, and today I'll be teaching you how to turn a horrific wasteland of the Walking Dead into a happy wonderland of family fun and taste delights. Speaking of which, I'm going to eat a bowl of stew here that is not rat-based, so let's go ahead and get that in our belly. We are a little hungry, we're also a little tired and fairly bored. So let's try and alleviate some of those conditions. We do need to sleep, but it's a little early in the evening, only 7:40. I'd like to do a little reading, I think, before sleep comes on. So we are going to get Carpentry for Beginners out and begin reading that. Also, I want to read just like a regular book. Something to get rid of our boredom. You know what? Let's just read a newspaper. That's fine. Newspaper will get rid of some boredom and stress. Let's get that taken care of. Shut this door, and I will just stand here like an idiot in the dark reading this carpentry manual until I get so exhausted that I just can't stay awake anymore. So get ready to watch me read, folks. Thrill as Perfidious Pete reads a carpentry manual. I'm going to bump time up here while I'm reading because this is fairly dull. Man, I'm reading fast as shit. Oh, I'm a fast reader. I forgot. I'm really good at this. So we're tired. We're getting bored. We're very tired. You know what? I'm finishing this in a single sitting. I'm going to stay up late and read, something I often times do. All right, so book is done. Carpentry for Beginners, you're kaput. Adios. Finished. We've completely read you. There's nothing left. You have no more knowledge. For me, Perfidious Pete, I know your secrets. I have delved your depths, and I have explored your crannies, nooks, and other somewhat sort of vaguely disturbingly sexual metaphors. I probably need water. Nothing like a nice healthy sip of toilet water to help one get ready for bed. I'm just going to leave the bathroom. Where is the door? Thank you. I want to go to sleep, but I can't find the door to my bedroom. You know you're tired when you can't find the door to your bedroom. Either that or you're just piss-ass drunk. That's the other possibility. What do we have on the agenda for the day besides reading that book, though? There are some things that we need to do. We're going to go find ourselves a little excitement. I have a feeling where that excitement is going to constitute, probably smashing zombies in the face. So what we need to do, I do have an empty bowl here. Let me get some of my delicious rat stew and another empty bowl. I'm going to make a couple other bowls of not just regular stew, but rat stew. So where is my small animal meat stew? I should really start calling it by small animal meat. If Martha Stewart were actually here, she would be saying, you know what you can do? Make 2 bowls of stew. What? Rather than calling it rat stew, call it small animal meat stew. No one will be the wiser. All right, so there's our cooking pot. Goes back in. Actually, I'm going to fill that cooking pot. So I probably shouldn't have thrown it in the refrigerator, I suppose. Give me both of those. I'm going to fill both of these pots. I want to make sure I have full supplies of water before, just in case the water goes out early. We had quite a bit of a long run before the water went out last time, but just in case, before it runs out, I want to make sure I've got full pots. And on to plan for today, other than talking about delicious rat and rat stew-based recipes, really the only other thing I want to do is some looting. Looting is basically the only other item on my list. But I'm going to change it up a little bit because we're going into an unknown area and our crowbar here is getting a little banged up. So I'm going to leave my crowbar. I know, old Bluey, I trust it more than I trust anything else. I trust old Bluey to keep me safe. But in this particular instance, not taking old Bluey. I got 3 bowls of stew, my big hiking bag, a bunch of butter knives. I'm going to take one of my baseball bats. I'm going to go outside with one of these bats, but in order to use the bat, I need to do it in 2 hands. That's okay, though, because I have a plan. We don't have a lot of stuff that's in this smaller backpack, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Transfer it all over. I'm going to take off the small backpack, which I should be able to unequip. Yes. Okay, and then I should be able to put this on my back, right? Unequip. And then I should be able to wear the big hiking bag on my back. Equip on my back. Excellent. So I've got the big hiking bag on my back. Now this has an advantage. If we can find another big hiking bag, we can keep this one on our back and carry another one. So I'm just going to stash the school bag because I don't need to be carrying around the weight. Why do I have 12 pounds of stuff? What am I carrying that's so heavy? Bowls of stew, butter knife. What have I got that's heavy? Why am I encumbered? How much does stew weigh? Stew weighs a pound. It's a lot of stew. How much does a baseball bat weigh? 2 pounds? What is weighing me down so much? You know what? This pistol weighs 2, and I don't need to. I'm not carrying it. I don't really need the pistol. I really don't need it. None of this stuff is heavy at all. It's the stew. All right. Well, let's stash a couple bowls. You know what? Let's eat a bowl of stew and stash the rest. Anything else we need, we'll eat on the move. So one of those bowls goes in. These two go in the fridge. They'll keep better there. The electricity should still be on. Oh, excuse me. Shouldn't be tired. I'm bored. Often bored. Repair baseball bat? No, I don't. No, I don't really. Interesting. Wood glue, duct tape, glue, and adhesive. How damaged is this bat? Not that damaged, actually. All right, it's scavenger time. We're ready to go. We've got our carrying capacity basically at full. So standard procedure when leaving the house. Spend to win, of course. That's just standard procedure when traveling and for life in general. If you're not ever twirling towards freedom, you're doing something wrong. House is clear. All right, so our neighborhood is zombie-free, or at least relatively so. I don't even see any zombies in the vicinity. And I want to go back up towards the church and loot and see what's up in that direction. This area seems really familiar. It really feels like this is near where Frank Castle, before he was ignominiously defeated by a power outage. And no, not the in-game power outage, but an actual recording power outage. But before he was defeated by a power outage, this really does seem like the same area. And if that's the case, I'd love to find that warehouse again. We've looted these houses, so we know what's in there. And it turns out it's more zombies than I was hoping to find behind those trees. And there's a fairly significant number of zombies over there. Alright, well, can we string these guys out a little bit? 2 of them are really slow, one's pretty quick. Alright, do the crotch stomp, man. The crotch stomp. Alright, well, we got some stomps in, not as many as we would have liked. Let's try and string these out again. Headshot. Oh, she's going down, though. Stomp. And the crotch stomping got the job done. Let's just push you down, then. These guys are kind of weak. Nope. Get your crotch stomp, sir. And I think I may have improved upon the Daredevil method. I mean, the Daredevil pioneered method was knock a zombie down, stomp on their head. Really, I think knocking a zombie down and stomping on their balls forever might be a better... I mean, it's definitely more humiliating, I think, for the zombies to have their balls relentlessly stomped. See, this looks really familiar. So does this. There's a ton of zombies. This, I think, is actually the house Frank was living in, wasn't it? Okay, we can test this hypothesis for... There's an easy way to test it. If this is like a warehouse... This is totally where Frank... Actually, that's it right there. That's the storage. Okay. We need to get into that storage facility then. There's a lot of zombies around. But I'm pretty sure... I'm feeling fairly confident we can fight our way through this. So, yeah, let's do with the crotch stomping method. You go down. I want to step on your balls, sir. Go down so I can stomp your nuts into the ground. Don't get your fast friend. Alright, fine. Use the bat. Meat flaps are stomped for you, and your sack is going to get stomped into a little scrotal puddle of sludge. Scrotal Sludge, by the way, would be a fantastic name for a band. If you've got like a sort of postmodern punk kind of thing working, consider Scrotal Sludge as the name for your band, or perhaps your first album. So over the fence. Let's check this out and see if there's any zombies in this dump. Last time we looted this place, it had absolutely nothing in it. It looks like a zombie spotted me through the window. She's coming over the fence. Door's not open. Come on, zombie, you started this. I guess she got stuck on the back of the building? She's beating her head against the window. That's fine. Continue beating, man. Always be beating. It's like spinning to win. Always be twirling towards freedom. I need to work on my friggin' cardio because I gotta say, I'm having I'm humping the shit out of this wall because there's a hole in it. and it's a lonely apocalypse, and I'm missing the tender touch. Or I really need to work on my upper body strength, because it took me a long time to get into this building. So what kind of loot have we got? 2 empty cabinets. A banana, which I'm just going to eat. Some lettuce and butter. I'll take it. That's fine. Lettuce. Butter is always useful. You can put that in your coffee. Yeah, I know there's a zombie outside the window. I'm actually not that afraid of it. Why can't I get around to this desk? The chairs are blocking me? What's in the desk? A rubber band. Sure, why not? Anything in the bathroom? Specifically any zombies. There are no zombies in this bathroom. There is a sheet. I'm going to fill my water bottle and grab a drink. We've been bashing zombies, of course. Always a bit of thirsty work there. So the last time, in order to get into this building, I had to smash my way in with a golf club. And unfortunately, this time, I do not have a golf club. Also, there are a lot of zombies over here. If I'm going to smash my way in, I'm first going to have to smash my way through a bunch of these zombies. Oh, there's a lot. There's like 6 or 7? That's a lot of zombies. A lot of zombies means a lot of wear and tear on the bat, sort of preliminarily as well, just to thin the herd. We can string them out, though. We're still pretty well rested. We're not tired. I'm a little freaked out, which is, I guess, understandable. If you could go down and get your crotch stomped. Crotch stomping. Still works in the swing. Swing the bat, Frank. I keep calling you Frank, despite the fact that you are not Frank. Stay down. All right, 1 down. No, don't hit her. Stomp her. There we go. Man, she splattered good. Look at that. She must have been contents under pressure warning. She exploded huge. Like a watermelon at a Gallagher show. She just went up. Blouse, shirts, and scooters. Anybody got anything useful? Specifically, anybody got maybe a key to this storage facility? I really don't want to have to break a bat walking in here. Mostly because the only other weapon I have to back up the bat, I think, are like 4 butter knives. Which, now that I think about it, oh, this is a lot of zombies. There were 3 in that first pile. We've got 4 in this pile. We're going to need some quick kills. All right, zombies. No, you did not do the thing, Frank. I keep calling you Frank. Why am I calling you Frank? I'm really missing the Punisher, you can tell, folks. This is me in the apocalypse, and now I'm projecting. I'm thinking like I have become the Punisher. All right, we got to fall back. Let's see if we can string these guys out a little bit more. Also, you're not going for the death hit here. I got to get the death hit. Get it up under the chin. There you go. That's how it's done. Up under the chin, once and done, in and out, quick. Like a bunny rabbit having sex. Oh, what? Get off of me, zombie. The fuck is that all about? Grabbing me? Don't get handsy, man. Don't get handsy with me, mister. Oh, also, I broke my butter knife. Well, you're just gonna get the standard crotch stomping then. You don't get handsy with me, zombie. You don't touch Perfidious Pete unless Perfidious Pete gives you permission to touch him. Man, this guy just, he won't say no. He's a masher. An old school masher. Comes up, gets all grippy and gropey, touching things you don't necessarily want touched by a zombie, and then refusing to be run off. He's a brute, he is. A brute. Alright, well, any more zombies over here? We may wind up sleeping in this storage shed. There is 1 more zombie. Hey, zombie. Hey, zombie. Hey, zombie. There you go. Yeah, come on over here. Let's do this. You want a tango with Perfidious Pete? You come a tango with the Perfidious Pete. Seriously, I got some reasonable rates. I will teach you how to dance. I know the tango. I will teach you how to do it. I can also teach you the forbidden dance, the lambada, of course, but he's kind of gone out of style. Tango, though. Tango never goes out of style. Pete is a fantabulous dance teacher. Will teach you to tango. All right, baseball bat. Let's see if you got the soup to get me through this door. I think last time we tried to go through here, I broke a frying pan and most of a golf club trying to beat my way into this building. We're getting exhausted. That's not good. Okay, we're in, though. Oh, how bad is our baseball bat is actually still in pretty respectable condition. I'm going to grab these 2 planks and stick them in my backpack. Being exhausted, though, is a bit of a problem. So I think last time, wasn't there, like, furniture in one of these? Oh, we can't see a damn thing. There could be zombies in here, and we have no way to tell. One of these had furniture in it. I know it. It was this one. Zombies in here? We can't see anything at all. But what we can do is sleep. So you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to sleep on this couch until the sun comes up. And also, it gets rid of our exhaustion. Fighting while exhausted is just, in general, a horrifically terrible idea. So a bucket and a newspaper. You know what? I'll grab the newspaper. Newspapers alleviate boredom, so they're useful. I'm also going to take that bucket. We may need to make like a bucket of plaster, a bucket of cement or something. Here for zombies. Looks good. Let's check the hallway. Zombies in the hallway. Alright, looks good. Don't see any. So far, so good. We've made it into the warehouse facility. We have not found a significant number of zombies. In fact, there have been no zombies in here. A kettle. I probably don't need to take up the weight. The gas generator is interesting. We actually know how to operate those, but I don't think the weight, and again, not worth it. This is not what we came here for. We came here for like an axes, hatchet, a fucking hammer would be nice. Cigarettes and purple paint. And now I'm remembering that the last time we came here, the only goddamn thing we found was fucking paint as well. Every single one of these storage cans had paint in it. Old paint. And then we also found, you know, the axe that we got out of here wasn't even out of a looted thing. The axe we found was on the homicidal serial killer zombie who was living in a storage unit. Probably won't get that lucky again, now that I think about it. But a hammer would be really useful. If we could just... Maybe somebody has an old hammer? Well, a gas can... It's so heavy. The trowel is exceptionally useful. I'm going to take that. We can begin farming with a trowel. 2 trowels, in fact. How heavy is a trowel? It's a pound. You know, until we find something better, I'm going to take this can of gas, too. It does weigh 5 pounds, but our backpack can handle it. So far, so good. We are a little hungry. We don't... I do have a tiny bit of food, I think. What have I got? Lettuce and some butter. Do I really want to just eat a stick of butter? No, eating a stick of butter is going to make me really unhappy. So, you know what? I'm just going to eat a whole head of lettuce. Lettuce is fantastic. I don't think lettuce should be that helpful for you, because I gotta say, you could eat like a pound of lettuce, and there's like 30 calories in a whole pound of lettuce. A box with some old socks in it. So clearly the only thing this place is useful for then is just getting gasoline generators. If you need generators, this is the place to come, because every room has an old generator in it. Doesn't actually have anything useful, but old generators, well, we get those fucking in spades. What's in here? An old cardboard box that is empty. So one of these had the zombie with an axe in it. It was like this room, maybe, that had the axe-wielding zombie. I hear a zombie pounding. A watering can and a gas can. I'm going to take the watering can. I'm assuming it's empty. The gas can, I already have like 2 cans. Axe-wielding zombie? Oh. Maybe that zombie was outside trying to get in, possibly? An old cardboard box and a table with a pair of pants. Here we go, some shelving. All right, what do we got here? A hammer. Oh, we did it. Okay, a hammer and a flashlight. Both of these things are fantastically useful. Give me that hammer, give me that flashlight. What's on this shelf? A golf club, useful. Wire and glue, also useful. Give me the wire, give me the glue. So this place is then fully searched. All right, well, we found a hammer. So part 1 of our quest is complete. We did, in fact, locate a hammer. And it looks like that's going to be about the extent of all we get. Wow, that's disappointing. No axe-wielding zombie. Well, I mean, I suppose it's not necessarily good for me specifically, but the fact that there was no axe-wielding zombie, I guess, is good for humanity. I mean, you got to look at that. I mean, there wasn't another serial killer living in a storage unit. That's a good thing, right? No serial killers in storage units. I mean, that's a positive thing. We searched these rooms? Yeah, that one was empty. I should have left the doors open on every room to search just to... Alright, well, that's it for this place. So definitely not quite the haul that we found last time, but we did pick up 2 planks, and more importantly, we picked up a hammer. And the hammer is sort of the foundation that any of our subsequent looting and positive progression are going to be built on. You got to have a hammer. Before you can do really anything else, the hammer is sort of a prerequisite. And we didn't even have to destroy our baseball bat to get in that building, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Zombies, you want to come over the fence here and say hi to Perfidious Pete? I'll give you a little bit of the what for here with my baseball bat. Yeah, have a little bit of the what for. Oh, stomped her right in the abdomen. And man, some of these zombies are really exploding like overripe melons. I mean, look at them. They're really going up. Just blood and guts everywhere. What did you eat? I mean, I could understand you being filled with your own putrescent decaying gases, zombie. I suppose that is a sensible thing. Maybe you've just been dead long enough that you're finally starting to bloat and swell, and it's expressing itself as violently eruptive zombies. I should probably just go over this fence. I don't really see any particularly compelling reason to pick a bunch of fights with zombies I don't necessarily need to kill. Because we are, at this point, mostly just heading back home. So that little warehouse is looted, but there was, I think, another little station sort of to the west of there that we would like to get to. We'll continue exploring in that direction. Did I search this house? I'm almost positive I did. Before we head back home and wrap things up, though, I'm going to take a quick look up here and see. I was going to say, if this area is relatively zombie-free, I might come loot some of these houses, but see, 3. I can take 3 zombies. Let's do this, zombies. I still got my trusty baseball bat. I've got more carrying capacity. Wouldn't hurt to loot one of these houses while we're out and about. Come on, zombies, let's do this. Yeah, you saw me. Come on, man. Let's get over here. I know your mobility is good. You've got that skirt. That skirt was designed for movement, so. Was also designed for making and giving me easy access to your meat flaps so that I could stomp your groin. Yep, and I'm going to stomp on your balls. That's good. Those boxer briefs aren't nearly as sexy as Perfidious Pete's. Boxer briefs do help you keep, avoiding having the balls stomped because they keep them tight up against the abdomen. Keep the balls safe, well protected, and free from the groping of unwanted zombie groping. Okay, so there's, like, have I looted this place? Why are there dead people on the floor? There should not be dead people on the floor in a house I have not been to. Maybe I've been here. Fishing for Beginners, I know I already have a copy of. A regular book. Well, I'm going to take that. Okay, so maybe I've been in this house, actually. Fill our water bottle very quickly, grab a drink. Is there anything in the... I've definitely been here, then. Rolling pin. That's fine, we'll take it. I'm not going to say no to a rolling pin. Not because it's useful for bashing zombies' heads in, although it is useful for that. But mostly because what if I want to make a delicious pie? What if I come across some cherries, a little bit of lard, and say, I don't know, some flour, and I'm thinking, you know, a little flour, a little butter, a little sugar, I could make myself a delicious cherry pie. You know, the kind of cherry pie tastes so sweet that it makes a grown man cry. What if I could come across that? I might want to engineer that cherry pie. I'm pretty sure I've been in this building too then, right? Nope, have not been here. Because I would not have abandoned a kitchen knife or a can of canned carrots. A second rolling pin. I don't... we're full. Okay. I'm going to take the bowl. I don't really need any more bowling pins. Probably don't need that reach. I definitely don't need bowling pins, but rolling pins also probably not necessary. Drop that butter knife. I'm going to pick up another spare butter knife to replace the one we broke. 4 is probably an adequate supply of butter knives. This is very definitely the house Frank was living in, by the way. All of this food comes with me. Bacon, bananas, chicken, eggplants, all of these things are good. Orange soda as well. We're going to be very heavily encumbered. Fortunately, we don't have that far to go. I don't really need another kettle. What's on your bookshelf? Just a book? Fine, I'll take it. A big hiking bag. That's another... Oh, so good. Yeah, we're absolutely taking a big hiking bag. So if we wanted to now, we could go one hand with Old Bluey, and I'm taking a golf club as well. We could go one hand with Old Bluey, and we would have a massive amount of carrying capacity. One big hiking bag on our back, one in our offhand, Old Bluey the crowbar in our main hand. We'd be pretty well ready. I didn't need to fill that bowl, actually, but it's fine. We'd be pretty well deal some damage and loot some shit. I mean, that's a long-haul trucker. That's a semi-tractor trailer full of loot. I'm glad we killed these zombies, because we're pretty heavily encumbered now. All things considered, though, this has been a fantastic little looting run. We have made strong progress, picked up a hammer. It's all good. Didn't get scratched, didn't get bitten. Didn't even break our baseball bat beating our way into the warehouse. Now we just got to get home safe, get all of our stuff stored. And, of course, we'll do our patented run a quick lap around the old homestead. Make sure the area is 100% zombie-free. It's looking good, though. See no zombies, hear no zombies. Speak no zombies? I guess it kind of falls apart there at the end. If you could speak in zombie, though, I mean, if you could figure out how that would actually work, you should totally write that shit down and send that to Michael Bay. That would be a movie he would write. If you could, like, I mean, Great Gatsby spoke in explosions. If you could speak in zombie, I'm pretty sure Michael Bay would try and cash in on that. All right, so our homestead, 100% zombie free. Let's go unload the haul and make a nice dinner, or at least have some rat stew. And then I think we're probably going to wrap things up. So first things first, food in a refrigerator. Bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Banana. Bowl of water. Sure, we'll throw that in there. Butter knives I'm hanging on to. Canned carrots go in the closet. Chicken, eggplant, golf club. Orange soda can go in the refrigerator. That's fine. A little bit of peas. Water bottles and a sweater. Probably don't need to put a sweater in the refrigerator. Bucket. Butter can go in the fridge, though. That's for sure. Cigarettes. Oh, we'll hang on to those. Gas can, glue, golf club, hammer, extra kitchen knife, lighter, newspaper, plank, rolling pin, some rubber bands, tissue, trowel, watering can, and wire. None of this shit needs to go in the refrigerator. Our closet shelf, though, has got to be getting fairly full. It's almost to capacity. We're going to need to expand out. So, adhesive bowl. All right, so the book, that can go. The bucket can go. The smokes can go. The flashlight. I would love to keep the flashlight on me just so I could use it as a light source, but unfortunately, I don't have any batteries. Glue can stay. Hammer definitely goes. Kitchen knife also goes. The lighter we'll hang on to. That newspaper can go. These planks, if they'll fit. Planks, will you not fit on a shelf? Nope, you're too heavy. 3 pounds apiece. All right, rolling pin, rubber band, and both trowels. Trowels won't fit. Watering can will fit. No, wire will fit. So we've got a lot of heavy implements and we're out of closet space. I guess we'll just start storing shit in this wardrobe then. So the baseball bat, both big hiking bags, we'll hang on to those. So this book can go. Butter knives, canned carrots, golf club we don't really need. It's everything out of our main inventory, correct? It is. Good. All right, adhesive bandages, bath towel, bottle disinfectant. I don't need that can of gas. Don't need this extra golf club. Don't need these planks. Don't need these trowels. Don't need this watering can. The watering can, arguably, I should fill up and then store. It's not a terrible idea. In fact, I'm going to do that. Once I get these planks unloaded, because they take for frigging ever. Also, we have nails and a hammer now, too. Case to be made for spiking our baseball bat. It might be time to go Sammy Sosa on this shit. We may want to cork it up and make it more effective. We could spike the bat. My concern is we've used this bat quite a bit. It's got a lot of wear and tear on it. And if I'm going to spike a bat, I should probably spike a fresh bat. Can I not fill my watering can? I guess I can't. Interesting. Okay. What use is a watering can, then, if I can't fill it full of water and use it to water things? That seems not 100% fantastically useful. You know what? A mystery for a later day. I think what I'm going to do is grab one bowl of stew, eat said bowl of stew, and hit the sack. And yes, I'm going to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You got a problem with it? Actually, we probably won't go to sleep, but we will wrap the episode up. So if you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Project Zomboid, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, many times with all new culinary apocalypse delights like small animal meat, and yes, there were air quotes around that, stew. So, you know, there's that. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Armed with a friggin' hammer and ready to build.